So in the past, we have asked for donations to Rotary International, the foundation, which has gone to support getting fresh water to people, shelter boxes, polio eradication, I mean, any number of issues. But the local club, we did not have a, what I would call a tax deductible entity. Now, many people probably deducted their Rotary dues anyway, and chances are that's going to be fine. You know, most people don't get. Now, if you pay for it through your business, of course that's a deduction. But so we thought, as a club, we wanted to establish our own foundation. So earlier this year, we submitted all the paperwork, and we've been approved as a 501c3, so we're a legitimate deal, and we are going to start now collecting money for the club. So what does that really mean to all of you, besides just asking for a check from you? Because here's the thing, should you still donate to Rotary International? Absolutely. Because Rotary International is involved with things that we could never, as a local club, be involved with. They're dropping I don't know if you've read your last Rotary magazine, they're dropping shelter boxes in Ukraine. There are projects throughout the world that Rotary International is involved with, and our money goes to help fund those. And a portion of that money comes back to the club in the form of grants, like for Build-A-Bed. We are, in the next month, probably in May, we're going to be working on a pollinator garden up at the Kill Creek Trailhead at 143rd and something, Kill Creek. 143rd. Yeah, 143rd, that's good enough. Which is a beautiful trail, by the way. So we were in partnership with the county in putting that together. So we got $2,500 back from Rotary International to help fund that. So yes, we should still donate to Rotary International. The local club, what we want to use this money for, it's going to be all local, and it all stays here, and it's for immediate use. So 2 years ago, or last year, I guess, Christy she kept us running through COVID when there was a lot of confusion over should we meet, should we not meet, how are we going to meet, and she ran with it. And she kept us going. And this year, Alan has done a great job kind of keeping that momentum going. Next year, we're going to burst on the scene even more, and a lot of our service projects here locally, we want to be out in the community and do a lot more visible projects. So a lot of service, there's not much service you can do that doesn't require some funding. And I think we had decided last year that we were not going to just be a check writing club. You know, we could have you give money and we could write a check to this organization, that organization, but that's never a service. That's actually giving, which, not to split hairs, but those are two different things. So service means you donate your time to something that needs to be done. And it could be something as simple as picking up trash on Grand Street. But even if we do that, a couple of dollars are needed, furnish trash bags, vests, do what we have to do. So that's what the local money is going to be used for. The foundation will be governed by the board. So all expenditures will be approved by the board. And my idea would be, and I'm just one guy, we should never have that much money in the account, because if we have money sitting there, it means we're not doing something. So I think the money comes in, the money goes out. So we don't have a goal of raising like $10,000 so we have all this money in there. We just want to get some seed money in there. And to that end, so I brought the gizmo this morning. So this is the gizmo. And I'm probably going to have this here once a month to make it easy. And see that amount on there, $30? You slip a little credit card in here, just follow the little picture here on how it's supposed to be pointed. You put your credit card in there, pull it out, charges your credit card $30, goes right into the foundation. And you'll get a letter saying that you've donated to the foundation. And when you pull it out, you hear a little tone. It means an angel got its wings. So please donate. It'll be over here. I'm probably going to bring it the last Thursday of every month, so you'll know what it's going to be. $30. That's what? Do the math. $1 a day. On a month like this, not even $1 a day. It's probably like what, 94 cents or something. I don't know what it is.
So how many times did you try it out?
Huh?
Ralph tried it this morning.
Yeah, Ralph tried it.
It worked.
Okay.
Yeah. Believe me, my card's been through this a couple of times as I've tried it out. So anyway, it takes American Express, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, all the good ones. So yeah, that's what you, and it's over here by these wonderful pastries.
Provided by, can you do, shut up. Can you do more than 30? Or you have to do
Yeah,
it
you can
3
get your card
times?
twice.
I
So this,
probably
this-
missed that, I
yeah,
apologize.
so this gizmo is set up, you have to set an amount on it. So the guy that was in here earlier last year that talked about the camp, the Rotary Youth Camp, he had his set at 25. And I'm like, well, he's from Kansas City, we aim a little higher down here. So, and I will tell you, there's a fee for using this, so we only net about just under $29 for each dip, so that's why I kind of bumped it up a little bit. $1 a day. It's not even a cup of coffee, and I hate using that comparison because I would rather much rather have you give up something else, but anyway, any questions on the foundation or your ill-gotten tax deductions?
I do have a question. Who's going to determine what that money is spent on? The club or the board?
The board.
Okay.
Yeah, the board will, so the plan would be, Jason, that people that have a need would present it to the board, and then the board makes the expenditure.
And we're saying, when you say people who have a need, not like an individual in the community has a need, but like an organization, or we're going to do a project or something like that.
Exactly, exactly.
Where
So,
we're gonna
for
provide
instance,
service.
yeah, for instance, like the pollinator garden. So we have a $2,500 grant. We're probably gonna need about another $1,000 to finish that up. Because we're putting in, I think the last I saw was like 1,600 plants. I mean, we're putting in a lot, and it's a large area that they've designated for us. So it's gonna take a little more money. So that would be paid out of the foundation. And how that benefits the club is, in the past, what we'd have had to do is just say, hey, we just need you to give money to the club. So you write a check to Gardner Rotary Club. Technically, that's not tax deductible, even though you might have taken it as a deduction, because clubs are not, they're nonprofits, they're not tax,
501c.
yeah, they're not 501c3s. So they have a different classification. I'm not a tax guy, but Todd.
I know we've tried to do this several times over the years, again, here, and I'm just, if you could point out who put this together, who put the work in, I'd like to thank them, or show, I mean.
Yeah, are you really, are you being funny? Or
No, I'm serious, I mean, it was a lot of work, I'm sure. And
No, it was me. I called the lawyer and it was done, yes. So that there were 3 people, so Christy, me, and Alan, I think those are the 3. 3 people actually have to sign something that says, yeah, we're part of this organization, here's our tax info. And you know, a lot of people are just hesitant to do that. But, so we had 3 people that stepped up and did that. But yeah, that was it. And honestly, it wasn't that much work. I appreciate that, but yeah, you bet. I would rather, if you show your appreciation by using the machine this morning, that's how we're gonna do that, so. And if not this morning, the 30th of April, or whatever the last meeting in